The Mets with a tough weekend. They could have swept the Phillies. Let's be honest. They could have. They played them hard. They continue to get good pitching. And the bullpen blew 2 games. So they lose 2 out of 3. But the Braves actually took 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers. It's a wraparound series they play again today. But the Braves had a 2-0 lead, a 2-run lead in the 9th inning, and blew it yesterday to the Dodgers. So that helped the Mets out quite a bit. But right now, the two of them are locked atop or the bottom of the wild card. But we gave you the news earlier in the show. Lindor, the MRI came back. They didn't give specifics, but they said it came back clean. But he's going to be out 2 to 3 or 3 to 5 days. Those are his words. But he says, I will play before the end of the year. But does that mean against Milwaukee done? Does that mean he's going to be back for Atlanta? Those are questions that weigh heavy on Met fans' minds.
Well, and also, where are you by the time he comes back? We're just giving them a win against Washington. I wouldn't do that, not looking at this history of this organization where how they played late in the season against teams that are supposed to be easy. Remember, they got knocked out in 2007, blowing that lead to the Phillies because they couldn't beat the Marlins down the stretch. So don't hand them 4 wins against the Nationals just because they're the Nationals. So if they don't have Lindor over the next 3 days and lose the next 3, and you're sitting 3 back with 10 to play, you're in a world of hurt. So I need to see what they can do against the Nationals, and then just hopefully you get him back this weekend and see if you can find a way to be able to survive this, or at least set yourself up for that 3-game series against the Braves with you're in striking distance.
And you keep bringing up the Padres and the Diamondbacks playing each other at the end. That's big too. Maybe one sweeps the other, and then the Mets could slide into that spot.
Well, think about it, Michael. If you right now, what are they, 2 back of the loss column of? I think it was the last night because Arizona won yesterday. Again, football really got in the way. Yes, it's like you're so intensely watching the baseball, and then all of a sudden football happens.
They're 2 back in the loss from the Diamondbacks.
Right. So if the Diamondbacks are playing the Padres at the end of the season, somebody's got to lose 2 games, right? So if the Padres, and if you stay within striking distance of the Padres, then maybe you can gain ground. But you have to win. Last 3 games of the season are against Milwaukee. You would think Milwaukee's already got everything wrapped up. Philadelphia might this weekend, although they still have something to play for as far as home field beyond the first round or second round of the playoffs. But you got to win games. You got to take care of business against Washington. Try to survive without Lindor. There's other guys on this team. Martinez can hit. Alonso can hit. But Lindor has been such a factor for this team. Let's just hope they find a way to be able to survive these next 4 days and just have him back this weekend against Philadelphia. It's a possibility. Let's see if he can do it.
And it was such a freakish injury. He's stepping on second, stepped on it the wrong way, felt something in his back. Then yesterday said, but he'd been feeling it for a couple of weeks, but still he played great. He had that big home run against Toronto. He's been terrific, and he's if not the most valuable player in the National League, he's second. And when you take that guy out, and today you're playing Iglesias at short, you could play Luis Angel Acuna, who's just a kid at short.
A couple hits in his debut.
He did get a couple hits, hit the ball hard another time as well. But none of them are Francisco Lindor.
And you know what stinks about this too? Never mind the obvious, is that the analytic people are probably sitting there going, see, this is why you don't play every day. This is why we don't play people. We give them rest. So I don't want to see that happen either. I mean, I love the fact that he's ready every single day. Hopefully there's just one of those things, and not that now this is just going to be further evidence why you shouldn't be allowed to play north of 150 games. I like the fact that he plays every day. I like the fact that Alonso plays every day.